Here we have Agent Helix from the G.I. Joe Classified series. This, I know for sure, is a more recent G.I. Joe figure. The way Agent Helix got created for G.I. Joe is fairly interesting. She was part of the Rise of Cobra video game when the Rise of Cobra movie came out, but simultaneously also appeared in one of the IDW comics. Then let me give you a second to think, who was the developer behind the Rise of Cobra video game? Double Helix. Here's just a quick look at the box. You can see there's a ton of accessories, and one of the interesting parts and accessories to Agent Helix are these like mantis blades that fit on her wrist. We'll have to open up the box, check that out, so let's do just that. Here's our weapons locker for Agent Helix here. Oh, I guess that was upside down. There we go. And now we have Agent Helix in the box. My trusty clippers out here so that we can free our figure from the shipping container. And there we have it. Oh no, this is rather disappointing. If you look right at the knees, they almost look inverted. That is a very unnatural pose. Oh my, that is severe. I haven't quite encountered a G.I. Joe in such a state before. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. As aside, let's take a look at the rest of Agent Helix here. Overall, I like the color scheme. That bright yellow, the gray offsets very well. It's a nice contrast. And the utility belt around her waist has some nice reflective metallic paint, and there is one spot for an accessory there. I'm really not sure what to do with those legs, but let's get the accessory locker out and check out those. Hopefully those are in good shape. Quite a bit of accessories here. Always good to see. Divide these out here. These are like the mantis claws that go around her wrists. Giant ninja swords there. Those are large ninja swords. Double pistols with extended magazines. A really beefy looking knife. And this is one of those backpacks that just holds the swords. Normally at this point I would say let's take Helix over to the table there, get a little closer look, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research, a little bit of finding out what's going on with these legs. So let me do some research. I'll have to get back to this one for sure. After doing some research on Agent Helix and the issue with the legs, it's a widespread problem, or at least enough of a problem that multiple people across the internet have mentioned it. And a lot of it has to do with how tightly Helix was tied to the cardboard packaging. Now there's a couple things. First, I contacted Hasbro Pulse. That's where I bought Helix. I did buy her a while ago. I'm going to see if there's any sort of ability to swap out the figure, but there's another option if that doesn't work out, and that is boiling or cooling the legs so that it pops back into place. We'll see if that works. Either option. Filming this the very same day. Since I ordered this on Hasbro Pulse, they got back to me extremely quickly. They are going to send me a replacement of Agent Helix, and it seems like Helix is still in stock, so I should be getting the exact same figure. I think we proceed with the review as is, knowing that this initial unit right here has some issues with the legs, but let's cover all of the accessories and things like that. I'll have to get some stands out because, honestly, I don't know how well this version of Helix will stand. And then, probably for another later video will be my experience with Hasbro Pulse customer service, because I've got really nothing but good things to say at this point, and this isn't the first time that I've contacted them. All right, let's get to the table. We'll see some of these accessories. Here we have Agent Helix a little up close, and again, we're not going to really worry about the feet. That's being taken care of by Hasbro Pulse. Very nice customer service, but let's take a look at the rest of the figure. We know the bottom half, that is, not good, but the rest of the figure, we can assess some of the rest of the figure. And one of the things that is stand out about Agent Helix right here is the accessory kit. The mantis blades on her forearms look really cool, and not only that, but she has some ninja blades too. There's this extra knife, the pistols with the extended mags. There is the little port for blast effects from the other G.I. Joe line. It does look like the pistols are a little too big for her hands. It did kind of stretch out the hand right there a little bit, and so let me see if I can't test this a little bit. Where is this? Yeah, that is a much looser grip now on the other hand because of the pistols, the way that those are. Let's take some of the swords. Those fit really nicely in the hands. Those can go all the way up there. And if I'm not mistaken, just the way that these are, we might be able to, store those in the sword sheath in the back. And you can have like an alternate setup for Agent Helix here. I think that's really neat. Really well done. The backpack, while it is simple, does a good job of holding the blades on Agent Helix. Now, why you would want the Mantis blades sheathed when you have your ninja swords out too, I don't know. And from my understanding of the character, her special ability is like seeing telemetry in the real world. So like everything is numbers and facts and figures. That's why she has these Mantis blades, because she can fight multiple Cobras at one time. There are no other G.I. Joes to my knowledge for right now that are this Bumblebee yellow. I think the closest that we get are the Python Patrol Cobra, but I don't have any of those in my collection. The utility belt around her waist is loose. This is just kind of a common problem with a lot of these utility belts. I will say, though, it does look really nicely put together. There are these shiny bits of metal. And you see how this just kind of floats up as you pose the figure. But there we have Agent Helix kind of all put together with all the accessories on her. I'll see if I can't pose Agent Helix a little bit here, and then we'll just close out the video from there, because I cannot complete the review in the state that this is, because, well, I'm getting a replacement on the way. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like nerd action figures, G.I. Joe, all that kind of stuff, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.